All right, guys, let's go. Let's head over to Vive Fitness here in Toronto and put some work in. Again, today on the agenda, I'm hooking up some legs and man, it's a tight parking spot. Shit. We're hooking up some legs and we're gonna be working on my right hand. I want to see if I can improve my speed on my right hand a little bit. You know, just looking to kind of clean it up, which we always do. Don't forget that no matter what, no matter how long you've been throwing combos or been in the game for, you, there's always little things about boxing you want to improve on, and today's my right hand. And of course, you know, the stronger your legs, the more endurance you have, the more effective you are in your workouts, right? So that's kind of the way it works. All right, guys, we're at the gym. I have 20-pound dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, again, guys, you can be creative. Don't use dumbbells, or simply buy some of these, or use something that you have in your house that's just a little bit of resistance. So just be creative with that. But anyway, here, what we're gonna do is your single leg step up. So obviously we're gonna do sets of 6. 6 on your right leg, 6 on your left leg, using a weight that you can easily control. So I don't want any hitching on the way up. I want you straight into the floor, power up onto the step, and go continuously for 6 reps per side. From that, directly into superset, directly into squat press. So that's a bilateral movement. This is unilateral. You're gonna drive that up to the ceiling for 6 reps again, and then you're gonna rest for 30 seconds, and we're gonna repeat that for 3 sets. Remember, we're working on the speed of our punch today. I'm gonna be working on my right hand. So again, I want you guys to prime your nervous system a little bit by getting it to react a little bit faster than maybe you normally would. So think about that, okay? We're priming up to get those hands to move a little bit faster. So get your weights ready. Let's hammer this out. First thing we got going on is our single leg step ups. That's unilateral with your 20-pound dumbbells. Again, if you're hitching on the way up, use a lighter weight. If not, if it's really easy for you, then use something a little bit heavier. All right, let's go to work. Okay, key points again, when you put your foot up, make sure you ground deep into the step, keep your abs tight, and literally, again, remember we're working a little bit of power, guys. Don't let your knee fade side to side, veer side to side. Again, grip onto it, bad intentions, and let's go to work. Come on, 6 on your right, 6 on your left. We move directly into squat press. Let's roll. 1, give me 6 of these. Right away to the other side. And then from there we go directly into squat press. 6 reps. All right, guys, so we got that down. So again, you're gonna go through that for 3 sets. It's the same protocol, 3 sets. Once you're done that, we're gonna get into your next exercise. Okay, so we have our first 2 exercises done. Our next 2 exercises are reverse lunges, again, with consistency and precision, working on that same tempo, boom, 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 right? 6 on the left leg, 6 on the right, directly into deadlifts using the same weight. I want 6 of those. Again, they're back to back, a 30-second rest. We're gonna do that for 3 sets, and we're gonna get it done. You guys ready? Come on, let's go. And remember, hey, yo, and again, if you need weights, man, grab something or simply go buy some. You can buy those anywhere, all right? Let's do it. All right, again, right into deadlifts. Keep everything controlled. Keep that back nice and flat. And rest 30 seconds. What you want to think about is, again, as you start to feel like you're starting to get warm, you start to generate that energy, is again, mentally think about your right hand releasing. Because again, with boxing and, you know, just making this a part of boxing, making it part of your lifestyle, is every bit of exercise that you do, you want to be able to somehow implement that into how you do things. So when you hip hinge, it helps you pick stuff up better. When you throw your hands, it's going to help your hand-eye coordination. If you drop some shit, you catch it before it hits the counter. People like that, right? It looks impressive. So we have that too. So when you're doing reverse lunges, again, when you get into that pattern, if you slip backwards, you've trained that pattern. So this is what I'm saying. All these things are going to equate to help you, not just in your fitness, but in your everyday life, because boxing realistically is a part of everyone's lifestyle if you allow it to be. So never forget that. All right, guys, so there you go. So those are your 2 sets of exercises. We have 1 left before we start to shred with the right hand. You're gonna grab a medicine ball. I got one right here. So this is a 10-pounder. And what we're gonna do is, I want 6 slams, 1 leg. Okay, I want 6 there, 6 on your right leg, 6 bilateral, as hard as you can. You're gonna do that for 3 sets and that's it, okay? 3 sets and that's it. 6 single leg, 6 single leg, 6 bilateral, and then we'll wrap your hands up and I'll show you what app we're gonna use to hook up the right hand to make sure we can judge our speed. All right, guys, get ready for this. Again, 30 seconds rest in between sets. All right, so there you go. Your workout is done. You're feeling good, a little bit of a sweat on, nothing crazy, a little bit of an amp up, right? So we just get ready to crush out our right hands. What we're going to do now is we're gonna go over to a step-up box. We're gonna take a quick seat and explain to you guys how to set up the Striketec app on your Android. And we're gonna go from there. We're gonna set up your sensors. We're gonna show you how to get into your training zones and to set up your rounds. We're doing 2-minute rounds of 2 minutes each with a 1-minute rest. And again, we're only working the right hands. We're gonna be ripping 10 straights and 10 right hooks. That's it. 10 right crosses, 10 right hooks. That's all we got going on. And we're throwing 20 of those per round total. So 10 and 10 equals 20. You guys got that right? Yeah, I'm sure you can figure that out. That's what we're doing. We're going to get everything ready. By the time we go over to the heavy bag, all you're going to have to do is push start training. That's simple. Guys, the app is really accurate. You're going to get your 20 punches in. As you throw your 20 punches, it's going to show you exactly what the data is on those. And we're going to be all good. All right. So let's head over. Let's set it up and we'll get it done. So the right hand's a perfect example of how we can enhance your speed, or just to kind of show you if it's accurate based on what they show you in their actual app or in the platform. So here's what we're gonna do. I have my sensors here, very easy, turn them on. We're gonna connect these first. So we're gonna go in here, again, turn this on. And what you do in your app is you go to My Training Zone. And in Training Zone, you're gonna see 4 buttons come up. What I want you to do is I want you to look at Quick Start. That's the button you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit Quick Start, but at the top of that, you're gonna see Connect Your Sensors. It's very clear, it's hard to miss it. Connect your sensors, and then what's gonna happen is you're gonna connect whatever you want first, hit the connect button, and what happens is when you connect, you're gonna see the right hand connected first, it's gonna turn blue. Take off your wrap it twice, make sure the Striketec is towards you, put it on your wrap, very easily wrap it up and lock it in, okay? Boom. Sensor 1 connected. It's going to ask you, okay, it's connected, and then go to number 2 for your left hand, clearly. Well, now my hands are connected, I'm censored. Now you're going to, basically you are set up, ready to go to see what your hand speed is, even though we're only working your right hand, right? Maybe you want to work your left, so you can put both on. You never know, right? You can always change it up. I'm just giving you a platform. All right, and then from here, again, push okay. You X out of this, and then what we do, the quick start button we mentioned earlier, you go to this, and then what you do is you go to rounds. What I want you to work on for this one is we're gonna do 2 2-minute rounds, that's it. So the first thing you're gonna see is you're gonna say, when you first set up the app, you're gonna see, for me, it says my weight is 178, right? That's my weight, I set that. It's gonna ask me what gloves I'm using. Let's say 12 ounce, right? I set that. And again, you can set this before you get this. When you put your details in, this will already be set up for you, right? So I'm just showing you what that looks like. So again, you scroll through, hit 2 minutes, 2 rounds, and we're gonna hit 2 minutes. And then I want rest time of 1 minute, okay? Now from there, at the bottom, you'll see prepare time. I want you to just go whatever you need realistically, but I'm just gonna go, say 90 seconds to give myself lots of time. I set that, and now I'm good to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk over to the heavy bag. After we apply the settings, right? We're gonna walk over to the heavy bag, get your gloves on, and let's get ready to go. The 2 punches I want you to throw in the bag are a cross, a number 2, or a 4, a right hook. Those are the only 2 punches we're throwing. You're gonna see in the app, you're gonna have 3 main settings that come up. It's your power, your speed, and the amount of punches thrown. Those are the 3 things I want you to focus on for this. It's a very accurate app, it's very precise, but what we wanna see is how fast you can rip your hands. And then we'll compare that, and you can use that as a base, especially if it's your first time on the app. A little bit of warm up, get that nervous system primed up a little bit, and let's get your hands going. So I'm gonna walk over to the bag, I'm gonna get my rounds in, and then I'm gonna show you what my stats are at the end of that, okay? So I'm gonna throw the right hand, the number 2, or the number 4. You guys ready? Walk over to the heavy bag and get it done. Come on. Okay guys, I'm over it and getting ready to go at the heavy bag. Again, I'm gonna start training. So you can see I have my preparation time. You're obviously able to see that. It's gonna give me my countdown. Again, just get me ready. You never know what's gonna happen. So again, it's nice to have it, because sometimes, man, you think these things are gonna be really quick to get to the heavy bag and get your work in, but you know, so it's nice to have a little bit of prep. So again, I want you to throw 2s and 4s only. We're gonna have a little 1 minute rest in between. We're just doing a couple rounds, all right? Let's go. And it shows you right there, guys. I threw 21 to see if it would count every one, and it did. So I threw 21 punches, and there's 21 punches on there. And I finished a little bit early, right? So we'll rest, and we'll do your round number 2. In 15 seconds, and again, you notice I'm not moving around a lot, because again, I'm just working on, again, speed, power. That's what we're working on here. So again, we can use this as kind of a platform, as a baseline to see where you guys can get. It's gonna be amazing, guys. Let's go, 2, 1, let's go. 20 punches. Now, when you go through round breakdown, what you'll see here is, you'll see at the top, bad, average, excellent. And, a lot of times you'll see, thankfully for me, I'm average or excellent on my numbers, and you can see what all your punches were, right? All the way from 1 to 20, you're gonna see what all those punches were. So you can review all your punches. If you videotape yourself, you can look and see if the punches that you threw translates into improper technique, into proper technique, whatever it is, to show you if it's a proper hook or if it's improper technique. Now keep in mind, guys, the fact of the matter is everybody knows there's a right way and a wrong way to throw a punch, but it's really hard to find the perfect way to throw a punch because it depends on how you've been taught. You've been taught by a coach to throw a punch a certain way. You know, another coach might say, no, we should correct it this way. It all depends. So, I mean, I don't think you should get caught up too much in improper technique. I think you should think more of your speed numbers, your power numbers, and how you can increase those through good technique. It doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, right? But it is nice to have something that shows you that you might want to work on certain punches, especially if you can see it on video, right? So I think that's pretty awesome too. So again, if you go down, let's look at, again, you can see when I'm throwing the hooks on these, right? So now it's showing me that punch number 14 was a hook. It was at 22 miles an hour, and my power again was at 576, right? Which is, again, is pretty heavy. Nobody wants to get hit with that, right? So it's nice to use this to get you in a really good training zone. You're gonna know what your numbers are because it's gonna save it for you, which is pretty amazing. You can go through all your rounds. You can check out your second round, again, to see all the numbers there as well. You can see what your average power is. And again, what you do is you use that as a baseline to continuously grow through your boxing, through your combinations. When we put this into your workouts, you're gonna see what you do well, what you can work on, and again, how many punches you're throwing per round, which is pretty incredible. And that can translate into how much work you're putting in, all right? So again, this is what we do. We want numbers, we want excellent. Again, we want all green, right? We don't want any bad. If you have some bad, it's all good, but mainly you want green to show that you're getting better. If you start off in the red, let's get you all up to the green to get you kicking some ass on these workouts. All right, guys? Again, Striketec, it's a phenomenal product. I love it. You're gonna see these in your workouts on the Nate Bauer Fitness YouTube channel. So we're gonna crush it out, and look out for me doing workouts on the app as well. Again, remember, let's make this a part of your lifestyle. Let's absolutely get you to grow as an individual using boxing as a training method. And I guarantee you, you're gonna love what we're gonna bring to you. And it's gonna be an amazing journey, as it has been already, to take you to the next level. We'll talk to you soon. Because I can tell you straight up, everything that I do has to reflect on everyone that I know. I eat well, I sleep well. Inspiration in my world is kind of simple. Never ever accept normal, and never get caught up in what you've done. Always think about what it is you can achieve, because it's so easy to get caught up in the rut. But again, excellence is always here. Always add chapters, and more importantly, don't be too serious, and then have a little bit of fun.